I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Renay.
And you're listening to the Working-ish Moms Podcast.
Link.
Oh, Renay. Fucking idiot. Do you know how to turn on the mic?
I thought you turned them on.
No! Sorry. You grabbed it and put it on yourself. Okay, we're back.
We're
and Renee's already fucking pissing me off. We just recorded 3 minutes, but still.
It was 2 seconds and it was...
Renay didn't have her mic on.
No, but I caught it. I said, is my mic on? She's like, no, you dumb fuck. And I'm like,
no, I said, you fucking idiot.
Oh, you're right. Anyways, we were just saying how we missed each other, but it's okay. Let's move on.
I mean, I still did.
Okay, you missed me, but you missed yourself more.
Yeah, so when Renay and I were on a little bit of a lull, she was on vacation, just beach hopping.
3 nights.
For 3 nights, which is way too long. And I've just been in the depths of baseball with 2 little boys and a toddler. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love watching my boys play baseball. They're into it. They get so excited to go. It doesn't matter if it's practice or a game. So in that sense, it's helpful to me that I'm not stop whining, get your stuff on, get your bag packed. They're ready to go. They're ready.
That always makes it so much better.
Yes. However, it is 4 nights a week. And again, I have a just turned 2-year-old. So, and just the upkeep of having a family of 5 and a dog and a house and, working full time. So I feel as much as this is for me, I just am okay, I need to not have a mental breakdown and not add one more thing to my plate. So I feel every week that went by, it was all right, I don't know, this night's not good for me. This night's not good for you. Maybe this night, I don't know. I just don't know if I can swing it. And then finally, we blank. 4 weeks have gone by, but I'm in a better mental space because baseball will be done, I think, in hope next week if we don't make playoffs. So fingers crossed that.
Fingers crossed that the boys lose.
Yes.
I think that's understandable. But also, sadly for us, we don't have any sponsors and we don't have anybody that's...
I feel we're each other's sponsor.
We are. We are. But
what is it doing for us? Nothing, but...
We don't have to answer to anybody. Right. If you needed to take time off, then you needed to take time off. The only person it affected was me, but I didn't care.
I still checked in on you.
Yeah, we don't...
right?
You are... Barely. I was like, hey, are you okay? And
no!
Not even podcast related. We do this as a fun thing, but our friendship, luckily, truly in my heart, isn't based around this podcast. That's a fun thing that we get from it. If there's weeks or however long that goes by that we don't get to it,
I'll kill you.
We'll get to it. You know what I mean? I just want to be with you.
Yeah.
I
want to skin you and wear you. I do feel this, even when we don't have this, we have the kids around us and which is so much obviously easier to just be let's go do this with the kids and we get to hang out. But with that comes just our attention span is not, or our attention is not with each other. It's with everything else, oh, where's that one? Oh, they're over there.
Well, because also, mind you, the last time we hung out, we were at Lauren's and there was 9 kids there.
Yeah.
Luckily, all of us adults, no one's crazy, but I will say you are family. So it's if your kid does something, it doesn't, what did they break? What did Hadley break of? That exercise thing.
Oh yeah. It was a little foam, roller.
Right. So
that was my cousin's husband.
Right. So it's if that was my brother-in-law's, I'd be oh, it's fine. I don't I'm just Hadley. And Otis was you know what I mean? But I'm just we don't know these people. We do know them, but not enough to damage their stuff. But there's just always something going on. There's always a kid running around doing
just
something.
Something to worry about.
Yeah, yeah. But this is our...
Yeah, we actually can sit and talk and look each other in the eyes.
Yeah, but I don't want you to feel if we don't get to do it that you that I'm just on the other end, what's going on. I'm going with the flow. with your flow?
It reminds me of the Diva Cup.
let us not forget about Kelsey's. Never will.
Renay and Rob were just like commiserating, or I don't even know what the word is about my Diva Cup. So I don't know. I feel like it's the topic of conversation always. So
it's because
when I hear of a
it
flow,
came up because what are you having?
I'm having an electrolyte water, like just a packet in water.
Me too.
Renay's having wine.
I was like, I want an electrolyte water, and she was like, okay. I was like, wait. I was kidding. I just want wine.
She's like, wait, is the electrolyte packet in your wine? She like just was so shocked
and then
there was no wine in the glass. I was like, I just don't feel like having a glass of wine tonight.
I thought you made a cocktail.
Oh.
So when I saw that and it was a cocktail for one, I was like, holy shit, that looks great. I feel
like it'd be pretty brilliant to add some vodka in that.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, I don't know, are you hungover? Probably not.
Because you had electrolytes.
Right.
I mean, I'm not telling you to do it, but if you did it on camera, it would be fine. But she had this, and then she had a plate of cookies. I mean...
Here we go.
No, I'm going to compliment you. Because I love cookies, and they didn't look like cookies, but I knew they were of cookie descent. Because they resembled cookies. And I was like, wait, what is this? And she's like, they're cookies. Try them.
I was like, I just made them. Have a cookie, Renay. Because I thought she'd be so psyched about it. And she was like,
I know that those are...
What are they, gluten-free?
Lemongrass.
Like, just try one.
And I did. And I will say they were much better than I thought they would. They had moisture to it. It did have a little kick at the end of...
And for all of you, like, natural, organic, you know... less ingredient moms, even allergy-friendly moms, you know what Sweet Lawrence is, and if you don't, it's so good. They have it at, like, they have the brand, their Break and Bake cookies, all different flavors at Market Basket, Target, Stop and Shop, maybe Shaw's. It's in the refrigerated section.
Arby's.
Arby's. Definitely not Aldi.
No. Trader Joe's, you said?
No, not that I know of. Trader Joe's probably has like their own brand, but they're gluten-free, but like free of like 14 allergens. So Otis is has a nut allergy, so they're safe for him to eat. And I don't like baking. I don't like anything I have to add more than like 4 ingredients in a bowl and mix it up. I also don't like anything that I have to use multiple bowls and then like put the stuff to contents together like in other bowls you're also dirtying, and then having to cook multiple baking sheets. Like, not my thing, never will be.
I know, and your sister
is like a baking queen.
And not only that, I went to her house because Hadley had a play date with Violet, and while I was there, she made Reese's peanut butter cup brownies and is it quinoa?
Yeah.
Kind of like a rice type.
Mm-hmm. It's a green, but it's like rice, yes.
Like whipped around that kitchen, and I'm watching her and I'm like, oh my.
What is wrong with you?
But like, how nice of an outlet, of a passion, of something that you're good at, and also you get to...
She loves feeding people. She loves eating. She loves...
And the brownies wasn't boxed.
Yeah.
She was whipping everything from...
Wait, she made muffins the other day, and she was like...
This is about me?
Oh. About me. Oh. This is about how opposite we are. She was like, oh, I made these muffins. They're like cream cheese, chocolate chip, da-da-da muffins. And I was like, oh, okay, like, can Otis eat them? She's like, yeah, he can eat them. And I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, I checked the chocolate chips, and they're nut free. And I'm like, but what about the rest? Did you look at the box? And she looked at me and I looked at her and we both start busting out laughing. Like, I didn't even, like, it didn't even occur to me that she could have used real flour, real eggs, real milk, like all the things.
When I was watching her make those brownies, I was shook. And it's probably like normal. She's throwing flour in there. She's talking to me.
Yeah, she loves company in the kitchen
and too. I'm just like,
yeah,
what an angel you are. Because I would, even when I'm looking at the box, I'm like, 2 eggs. Like, just everything needs its own.
Shit, there's so much shell in there.
Yeah. And she's like, look, you just make a little quinoa, she's dabbling all this. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
I can't do this.
She like wants her own cooking show.
As
like,
she should.
Yeah.
We should do an episode like cooking with Ashley.
Oh my God, she'd love it.
She would. And maybe she can come up with some like easy.
Ashley's like on the fly type of girl. I've tried helping her with like side hustles and like baking stuff and an Instagram for it. And
she's just more like,
she's
what
like,
I do
it's
today
like,
won't be tomorrow.
Right. So
Yeah.
like all of a sudden she'll like take a picture of it, the shitty picture of a cake that she made. And she was like, it was so good. Just, this is the only picture I got. And I'm like,
it was like a 3-tier apple. Like
literally with like a beautiful fondant, like decoration on it. And I'm like, the only reason why I know what fondant is, by the way, is like my sister, like gamache, chocolate ganache. Gamache.
I wouldn't have known the difference. I'm like, gamache, yes.
Like,
and not me. I take a slice of a cucumber and I'm like, look at what I just did.
I cut it myself.
It's like
Renay, how much ranch did you dip that in?
No, cucumbers is just like salt and pepper. That's my thing. Okay. I love salt though. But like just watching her, I don't even know how we ended up here. Oh, because of your cookies, I think is how we started, and then our electrolytes and everything.
We did touch upon that last episode, just like
yes.
how I am like semi-homemade and she's like so homemade.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it's always interesting too with sisters because me and my sister are so different lifestyle wise in so many ways, but like personality wise we're like the same person. But my sister wakes up at like 5:30 a.m. and does like jogs and does workout, and she'll be like, oh my God, I just ran 3 miles, and I'm just like, oh yeah.
Like I did in my mind.
Yeah, I'm just like, I can't relate to that, but like good for you. You know what I mean? So when you see your sister doing something so opposite, you're just like, oh, why didn't I get that gene?
No, I'm glad I didn't, because I would be 500 pounds, honestly. No joke.
You're right.
Yeah.
If I knew how to make every dessert
I know,
that she did.
She just looks up recipes. Like, it's not rocket science.
It also takes like
what she does is not that cool. Like, I'm so much cooler. Seriously.
Cut that out.
No.
Your episode was really fun.
Thanks.
I thought it was really cute.
We laughed. We cried.
Yeah, I'm like, I haven't cried
literally
on
at the end. Did you hear her? She's like, now it makes sense to me.
Yeah. What was that? What did that mean?
Because she was saying like our banter is really good.
Oh,
like
right,
we're comfortable just like chatting and talking. She just like you can't hear it in her voice, but like she definitely was super nervous and like
she did so well. I loved, and I texted you this like when you guys were talking about your experiences in high school. I loved it because I'm like, I didn't even know this, and we went to the same high school. Mm-hmm. I just don't know where I was, but I was in between both of you grade wise.
Yeah,
but not in either.
I know.
I was just around, but not in either side. But I thought it was
you were the middle child for us.
I was. Nobody looked at me. But I didn't know. Like, when she was like, oh, like these, your friends and you were this and that. And I was like, I don't remember that. But she was more heightened because she was your sister and she knew you.
Yeah, she just also has a really much better memory of our childhood than I do.
Yeah,
we were talking about that.
I don't remember anything. But she kept my seat warm. She did a great job.
She did.
That's it.
It took me like 2 weeks to edit the episode, but I finally did. And
I just did a little
while
we're waiting for me and you, just do a little edit of that episode, throw it up there. And the last time I was here was well before my birthday. I was here on my birthday. You got me flowers. You got me cookies. I got to hang out with your children.
Yeah, I left you high and dry with all the kids.
You didn't. I was just like, Kyle was working. We were leaving for our trip soon. I was like, I have nothing going on. Like, I can stay here. And then I was like, holy shit. Like, people with 4 children, 5 children, how? Mm-hmm. And then Griffin just sat on my lap and I just fed him chips the entire time.
Really?
Yeah.
He like doesn't really love chips.
Yeah, he had Pringles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he just loved being with me. But no, because he would just be like, more. And I'm like,
yep.
Yeah, here, take it. And we were both May babies. So we both celebrated our birthday this month.
That was another thing of like just what was bogging down my soul.
Why?
over May and like that whole time was because like it's such good things. Like thank God we can celebrate another birthday for like me and my children. But like
I always say it beats the alternative.
Mother's Day, it's Nixon's birthday, it's my birthday, and then June 1st is Griffin's birthday. So it's just like so much pressure you put on yourself to like make everything nice for like everyone else. So by the time my birthday hit, I like sent out a mass text to like family and friends and I was like, FYI, I don't want to do anything on my birthday. I just don't need another thing to like plan and coordinate because it's like if
it's just another thing.
You know, my sister wants to go out to dinner with me or this one wants to do that. And by the way, everyone was like, all right, cool. We weren't thinking of doing anything. So, I mean,
but
I don't know,
did.
backfired.
You got lunch with your sister. You got a dinner with Caitlin. You got a whole day. Like, I feel like you had a good...
Yeah. The thing was, it was like very impromptu. The things that did happen, that a plan felt too much for me. And so, yes, I was able to like hang out with everyone that was like, let me just like shimmy into your life and like shimmy out. And it's like, I wasn't even here.
Yeah, but it was nice.
It was
I feel like it's
awesome.
a good balance.
Yeah. But I think leading up to it, I would just felt like suffocated a little bit of like planning all the things and like coordinating the kids and getting sitters and, you know, just birthday parties and birthday presents and goodie bags and just.
Did you like my birthday presents? Do you remember what I got you?
I loved what you got me.
Thank you.
You did a review. Such a good job.
Do you like the lip stain? Because we don't have to like it. It's supposed to be like a review. Remember our Gen Z episode? Yeah. So do you like it?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like the color.
You're so cool.
I like how it's this. So it's Wonderlust. Is that what it is? Okay. And I forget the color.
But you love pink, so
it's like pink. The brightest pink. It's like I want to say petal is in the name, like rose. Like
I even look for your Instagram pictures to see what kind of pinks that you would like, and most of them were really, really bright pink. I was like, she'll love this. No, I like to give like a gift
it's so thoughtful.
That matters.
You're so nice.
But
you're so much nicer than I am as a human. Like very thoughtful.
I loved gift. I love gift giving. I
love receiving gifts. So it's perfect.
Is that part of your love language? I know we didn't.
I don't know if like I know I'm getting a gift, I'll be so awkward about it, or like a compliment.
Oh,
like
good.
I know what's coming.
That I brought it in.
I had no idea. And so she gets me this lip stain. It's really nice. It's not like, you know how like traditional lip stains, like
you have to like peel it.
No, like they're just like lipsticks that are almost dry on your lips.
Oh yeah.
So then when you smile and stuff and you have it on your lips for a while, it cracks and almost gets cakey depending on the color. If it's like a, you know, dark color or bright color. So, or like if you're eating with it, like you'll almost get like a lip line around your lips.
Yeah.
So the one that I tried does not do that. It just like stays kind of the same throughout the whole day.
Good.
And you can put a gloss over it, which is nice. And it's not like you can see your lips underneath.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's not obnoxious. Like you can have bright lips, but I don't know.
But it's like it's not like you say. Yeah, you don't in your face.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like what I do day to day, I'm not wearing lipstick.
No.
I mean, I'm wearing lipstick right now, but like you can't really tell.
Show the kids.
Give the people what they want.
And guys. The dogs are out. Don't get excited. If this episode doesn't go well, we got the lips, we got the toes.
And I just got mine done. Oh, I
Did
thought
you?
They were purple. Yeah, that's
right. We were talking.
Yeah. Anyway, they're not barking anymore. That's all that matters.
That's perfect.
Yeah, so the lip stain was unexpected and I needed it in my life, so thank you.
Yes.
And then my other favorite gift in my little gift basket was tell me what it said.
Cutest co-host.
And it was like a Stanley shaped mug.
Yes. Because you don't do water bottles. You could fill it up. I was genuinely.
And I don't have one that big, which is nice.
I know it is really big, but like people who.
I'm a baseball mom. I need a big water bottle. That little toddler follows me around and says Wawa, doesn't want to drink his and wants to drink mine all day long.
Yeah, it is really large, but I also, when I was ordering it, I didn't know that it was going to be that large. Whoa. So when it came in, I was like, holy shit.
And you know what? I bet you it could fit like 3 high noons in it.
Absolutely.
So
soccer
plus,
season.
plus.
Yes. That was really cute. And then what else did I put in there?
Some chocolates because balance.
Because I gave you flaxseed chips.
You little bitch. She gives me Target flaxseed chips, which I just went to Target and re-upped, got 2 more bags.
Because you like them with the dip and the spice, like all those things.
I just love tortilla chips so much.
And I know that you
like all that. And when given the choice, I like flaxseed because Mama has a problem pooping sometimes, so we gotta like keep that shit regular, you know?
So I went in the aisle and I was like, what would I never eat? And then I just grabbed
gluten-free chips with flax seeds in it.
Yeah, I said, this is perfect. And then I went in the chocolate aisle and I said, what would I eat? Because I'm like, it's nice to have a little chocolate. And the little chocolate squares, it's like you can have self-control. You just grab a chocolate. And then I got you vegan face masks.
Oh yeah, I used those too.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love
like the little under eye, right? Or no,
no.
Yeah, the full one. I haven't used those yet.
The full one.
Okay.
I checked the ingredients because there's like no ingredients. Apparently vegan is like, the cream of the crop is what I got you for your basket. So I do like to give gifts. So I was like, I hope she likes this. I hope you feel appreciated for your birthday.
I did. Thank you.
Good. I didn't. I'm just kidding. I have to talk about my trip.
I need to know. We've not talked about your trip yet.
And when we saw each other, this is how dedicated we are to this podcast.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, how was your trip? Are you going to tell me or should we wait? And she was like, I need a mic right now. Like, I am chomping at the bit. I need to sit down. When are we getting together?
Yeah, and I was like, and I don't want to repeat myself to you. And we're also like, but we're genuine. I'm not going to come here and then talk about my trip knowing that you already know what happened. So I was like, I know,
but I could set you up real good if you tell me something like spicy, you know?
I don't have anything spicy, but it was beautiful. It was the first time we have done this. So I didn't know what to expect.
Okay, where'd you go?
We went to Sanibel Island. And
where'd you stay?
We stayed at the Pink Shell Resort. Not to be Kyle calls it the Pink Pony Club. He was like, we have to call it the Pink Pony. So we stayed at Pink Shell, and it's a beach resort. It had 3 different pools. It had like a waterfall. It had an outside bar. It had an outside restaurant. Anything that you could need was right there. Only thing that I did not like is I don't even know if you know this about me. It's a real thing. I'm very claustrophobic. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Like, I was in therapy about it I have really, really bad claustrophobia.
Oh.
What?
Good to know.
Why? No, I wouldn't be friends with you. That's how bad it is. So I never used to be like this. And then one day I was like, I can't get in that elevator because if it breaks down, I will pass away in there because I will be stuck. So I walk upstairs. And
you won't go into any elevator?
It depends. Like if it's in a parking garage, absolutely not, because those are not
Renay friendly.
They're just so unpredictable and like old. Just any type. Like if I'm on a cruise ship and it's like a glass elevator and I can see out of it and they go up and down really quickly, I'll go in depending on what floor I am. But when I used to go into people's homes for work and they were on like the 9th floor, I would walk up 9 flights of stairs because I just would not take the elevator. So we got there and I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Like, here's your key, 905. And I'm like, oh, pardon? So we were on the 9th floor and I'm like, oh my God, Kyle. So it's like, I've been in elevators. I'm just not good with them. And he was like, he tries to go quick. He's like, come on, we gotta go so I'm not thinking about it as much. And I use the elevator like a lot when I was there.
Good job.
Fixing me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really like happy with myself. I didn't like it. And anytime we had to go down, I used the stairs because I'm just like, I'm not using the elevator. I'm just going down. It doesn't take a lot of work to go down. And Kyle's like, I'll meet you there, which is fine. But that was the only downfall, is that we were on the 9th floor, but we had a beautiful view. We were on the balcony, like facing the ocean. So it was really pretty. But getting there, we dropped the kids off at school. And then from there, we were just going to the airport. So we dropped them off at school, and I'm like, oh, I forgot my sunglasses. Like, we have to go back to the house. I need my real sunglasses. So we go back to the house, we get them. We go to get on the highway, and we get pulled over. Right on the side of that coffee shop in Mattapoisett.
Uncle John's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right on the side.
Who was it? What did they look like? Let's call them out. I'm just kidding.
I have no idea. I don't even remember. Because I was like, while you're dealing with this, I was like, I'm going to get a bagel because I'm starving.
Like your foot was...
No, we weren't speeding. So I didn't know. I was like, so I get out of the car and I looked at the officer and I was like, can I get a bagel? He's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, perfect. So I come back, I get my bagel, I go back into the car, and I'm like, what's going on? He's like, our insurance, it says that we don't have valid insurance. And I'm like, what? So we go on our insurance, like our app, and it says we don't have insurance, even though we paid it. Everything was like up to date. So we show the cop, we're on our way to go to the airport. And he's like, if you get pulled over, and he's like, I could tow your car right now. He goes, if you get pulled over in Boston and they don't know you, like, they're going to tow your car. So he's like, you need to go home and get in your other car. And I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like, thank God I got this bagel because I'm like starving. So we go back to the house. We move all of our luggage from my car to Kyle's car. We get in the car and we start driving, and he checks his car and his insurance isn't valid. So now we're on the phone with the insurance company. We're like, we're driving to Boston. Like, you guys need to figure this out. So they ended up figuring it out. It was their error, whatever. We're almost on the highway, and he goes, oh, I forgot my backpack in the car.
Aww.
His passport's in there, everything. So we had to turn.
You're going to Florida. You don't need a passport.
They have
real ID.
He doesn't have a real ID. So if you don't have a real ID, you need a passport.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes. So he's like, my passport's in my bag. Like, we have to go back. Back to the house we go. So we were supposed to go to Braintree, where you take the shuttle.
Yeah.
And we get to, like, driving. And because of all this stuff, he's like, we missed the shuttle. So we have to park at Logan, which was like an extra $100 and like something. So we parked at Logan. There was no lines inside at all. So, once we were at the airport, we were both like, fine, but what a crazy way to just start your adventure. I'm just like, I'm like, is this a sign? Like, all these things, like, stopping us. That's how, I mean, it's my first time away. So I'm just like, what is God trying to prevent from happening? 3 times not going to this airport, it was fine. But, so once I got there, my stress and anxiety was like worried about the kids. Once I got there, I was just like, what kids? Like, I don't have kids. There was just not a worry. I pre-planned, we've talked about this before, like everything. Like, I made chicken, I made meatballs, I cut up cucumbers, I made a fruit salad, I made everything that they could need was in there. They were at school during the day. My mom dropped them off, picked them up in the afternoon, like, no issues. There were a couple people who messaged me and was like giving me advice about what to do for Hadley, because I know she was kind of crazy. So I made like a marker board on the fridge, and I put the different days and then 6 boxes. And every night that she did good, my mom and her would do a check mark. And when we got home, if they had 3 check marks from the 3 days that we were gone, we would bring them to, they requested Walmart to go pick out a present. So my mom said that came in handy so many times, because Hadley will get like a little attitude, and my mom would say, Hadley, like, come on, we want to make sure we get a check. And she said it would completely like shift her focus. So that worked out in my favor. But we went to the beach all morning. We went and did the pool in the afternoon. We went to dinner at night. The first night, did you see that video that he took of me? I was laying in bed eating Raisinets, watching the Handmaid's Tale, like in my bathrobe. I was just like, this is the best night ever.
What's hilarious about that video, though, is that I showed it to Nixon, or like I was on my phone and one of my kids saw it and they were like, Mom, is that you? And I was like, no, buddy, I wish
on
it
brand,
was me,
but
honestly.
You're like,
get away.
get your baseball bag. But I think so that was like the first night that we got there, and we didn't get there until like 4:30. So by the time we checked in, we walked around, we went out to dinner. It's like, what else are we gonna do? I was like, I'm tired. So we went back to the room, we changed, and I'm like, Handmaids is on tonight. I had my I was in heaven. I was so happy. And it wasn't even doing anything crazy. It was just like us hanging out. And then one night the Celtics were playing, so we went to like 3 different bars and like had drinks and apps, and then went to another place for dinner. We went to a karaoke bar one night.
Did you guys sing?
Absolutely not.
You just like watched everyone else?
We love to people watch. When we first drove by and saw that was a karaoke bar, him and I, like, our lights lit up like a Christmas tree. We were like, we will be there. And it's like, it's the best. Have you done that? To a karaoke bar?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy watching others?
Not really, honestly. There's some people that are really good that I'm like, oh my gosh, like or some people you think that are going to be really good and you're like, oh my gosh.
And just like the balls that people have to go up and, like, good for them.
Yeah, I guess.
Play Arcade
I do
has
love live music though.
Yes.
So, like, anywhere with live music I'm at, as long as they're like.
I just love I love watching. I love watching people do karaoke, and Kyle does too. So I'm like, it's perfect. But Play Arcade has it every Thursday, and I keep telling him, I'm like, we need to go to Play Arcade just so we can watch. But that was really fun. And then our last night that we were there, we went off of Sanibel, and we went to like this restaurant on like a bay pretty much. And it was just a beautiful scenery, and it was just like eating dinner peacefully and not like, even when we eat together as a family, which is like the nights that he gets home early, I start eating, and then it's like, can I have this? Can I have that? And then one's up and one's down, and one's cutting that. Like, just to eat dinner in peace was so nice. To sit in silence was so nice. To enjoy each other with no kids around, and like, we were in the pool, and I was just like on his back, and he was just like floating. It was just like no one, you know what I mean? It was just such a nice thing to do. And I wasn't anxious at all when I was there. Once I knew that like everything was fine at home and everybody was behaving.
Your plane didn't
crash. That's like a huge, but I'm so drugged up on the plane. I like genuinely, I have no idea what's going on. I'll drink. I take a couple of lorazepam, and I'm just like, I brought like an adult coloring book, and he's like, why did you bring that? And I'm like, nodding off. I was on his arm, and like, I keep like going down. I'm just like, cause if I'm awake, I'm claustrophobic. So the thought that I can't get out is really what
about the thought that you like can get out, but you physically can't get up to get out?
That's why I medicate, because if I'm not coherent, I don't care if I can get out or not. You know what I mean? It's not if the plane's going to crash. It's just that I can't get out, you know? But it was a beautiful trip. It was so nice. And we were like, why can't we do that once a year? Like, why is once a year for 3 nights so hard? It's just, you have to make the effort. You have to make the time. We waited until everybody was old enough where it wouldn't be a huge burden on other people. And it was beautiful.
Love it.
Yeah. And I didn't have to miss Mother's Day.
Right.
Which is,
you moved the trip.
Oh yeah. I probably should have started with that. Everybody was like, Renee, what are you doing? And they saw me at like pick up at school. They're like, what happened to your trip? I was like, guys, it's raining. When I looked at the weather and it was rain the 3 days we were there, so many people were like, it doesn't matter. You guys are together. And I'm like, it matters to me because we're paying all this money to be on a beach. And thank God, because when we got there, it really wasn't, we would have had nothing to do. And I don't want to pay all that money to go in the rain. It was 85 and not a cloud in the sky when we went.
It's so nice.
It really was.
And the weather's just been so shitty here that like it's finally turning now. But
it's nice during the week, and then rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow 75, Thursday 80, Friday rain, Saturday rain, Sunday rain. And if it's not rain, it's just like crappy out and like 65 and just like cloudy and drizzly, like nothing good. So it was nice to escape to just sunshine and no kids. You can't beat it.
Yeah.
I turned 39. You turned 38?
30. I'm kidding. I really don't care about my age. 38. And I honestly do love getting older.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to run this by you, what you thought. Did you ever watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette?
Like back in the day.
Okay, so there was a bachelor recently. His name is Joey, and he's adorable. And he was turning 30, bless him. He was 30 for real.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a 30 before 30 list. And it was 30 things that he wanted to do before the time he turned 30. And I'm like, should I make a 40 before 40? 40 is a lot. But they don't have to be like all crazy things. It's just things that like you think about that you might want to do. And when I thought about doing it, like things just started like coming to me. And I'm thinking about doing a 40 before 40.
You should.
40 is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big deal. But 40 scares the shit out of me just because it sounds worse than probably what it is.
Like our whole lives, 40 is like so old, and then all of a sudden it hits you that you're 40 and you're like, shit. I think that was the thing about me turning 38. I was like, I'm like basically 40, you know?
Yes, anything over 35, you're pretty much there.
Yeah. I just feel like as I get older, I get more confident and get rid of a lot of bullshit that like used to bother me when I was younger. So like every year I do feel relieved in a certain sense, but then I look in the mirror and I'm like, where did that line come from? Like it's so true. Like I have such like a distinct smile, and like these are not dimples. It is just wrinkles.
You pointed that out to me, and I was like, they are dimples. And you were like, no, they're lines. And then when I started looking at it, I'm just like, can't you just put a little... No?
You could.
Yeah, do it.
There's just going to be still skin that's there. It's just, I don't know.
Filler?
Anything?
Concrete?
Try it all. No, it's fine. Again, it's fine. Like, I would much rather be older and look older than, like, be a mess like I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
And just, like, yeah, of course I spiral and, like, you know, have moments or whatever, but, like, I was unwell, you know, when I was younger, just trying to figure everything out. And like, you know, I'll always try to figure things out, but just in a different way. Like, I just know who I am now. And
there's something that does come with age. As you get older, you give so many less shits, or you just like things that I didn't have, or things that I gave so much attention, I'm just like, that has nothing to do with me. You know what I feel like that comes with just maturity and you getting older. So I feel like that's a positive thing. But aging is still scary to me.
Yeah.
But that's because I always think about death. I don't want this to take a turn. But that is what freaks me out.
Yeah, well, when you hit 40, I do think, I mean, even like now, there's like people that are just like, you know, a lot more people are dying that you know and that you're friends with.
Yes,
or that,
or their
like,
families or their parents, and you just know that.
Yeah, it's like now this is like the new, I don't know, life or
era.
Like, yeah, like, yeah, forever.
Yeah.
You know, like everyone's just getting older. Our parents, friends, us. And
that's why I feel like I need to make a 40 before 40. Because it's like, what about things that I should do or like want to do, but I don't make an effort to do them? Yeah. Have you ever gone out to eat by yourself?
Kind of, like when I was traveling and stuff. Like if I went somewhere, I used to live in Florida for school and New York City for school. So like once in a while I'd go to like Chipotle and eat, or like even
like a restaurant. Have you gone to a restaurant or like sat at the bar by yourself?
My friends would be busy and I'm like, fuck that, I'm just gonna like.
Really? I have such a complex about it. I've never eaten by myself, and if I see people eating alone, I will cry like almost instantly. And I'm just like if I saw you eating alone, I'd be like, her husband left her. I think of the worst case scenario.
She looks like someone that her husband would leave.
With those lines.
She kind of looks like a bitch.
I'm just like, to me, I'm just like, you can't find one person to go to dinner with you. You're here alone. Like, you must be sad.
Yeah, but think about it. Like, you know so many people, but like the people that you maybe like there's 5 people that you went through your Rolodex, and like the 5 people you'd actually want to go to dinner with, you can't.
Then
so it's
I
like,
would not go to dinner.
Everyone else, I'm just gonna go by myself,
right? And that's
get
like
my burrito bowl that I'm like craving right now.
That's different. That's Chipotle. That's not as embarrassing.
No, but like no problemo. Like I don't know. I go to no problemo, sit in the bar. It's welcoming. They
really,
yeah,
I
they
love no
chat with
probs.
you. She's so like whoever's working at the bar is so nice.
On my 40 before 40, I would have to go to a restaurant and sit alone.
Just tell me where you're going.
That would defeat my 40 before 40.
I'll let you sit there for 10 minutes.
No, I would need to like eat alone and learn that like I
lose in the window.
Oh my God,
my dog.
You scared me. I just want to like feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. I would want to like read a book. I haven't read a book since college.
Ask my cousin Lauren. She knows so many good books.
Oh yeah, her and Chelsea and all those little book groups. I'm just like, I can read a book in a year.
I don't know about that.
A year?
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
You could do it.
I just hate reading. So like something, but I want to. You know what I mean?
About, like the storyline of Handmaids, which you love that show so much.
We'll get to that.
It was a book. It is a book.
It is. And when I was on my honeymoon, I saw somebody reading it. And I wanted to smack it out of her hands and say, don't you know there's a series? Put this book down.
And they also have audiobooks. So maybe you're more of an audiobook girl.
But I'm a podcast girl.
People that read or listen to audiobooks still say that they read a book.
No, but that defeats my 40 before 40. I want to read a book.
I'm just trying to find loopholes for you. I want you to complete the list.
I don't. You know what though? You know what you can do? I want you to put 4 things that you want me to do by the time I'm 40.
Okay, there'll be bonus things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 40 things is a lot. So it's like, has to be like little things. Like, I want to read a book. I have a year to do it. People read. That's another thing. My sister, she's like, I finished my summer reading and I got 20 books down. And I'm like, oh my God, reading a book in 1 year, that's going to suck for me because I hate to read, but I want to do it. So I just think it would be a cute challenge. And I think 40 is a big number and I'm really not looking forward to it too much. So maybe the list will help me.
How are you feeling about your actual birthday? Like, is there anything you want? Like, do you want a party?
For my 40th?
Rather it be a surprise? Do you just want to do like a fun little night out?
I told my sister, I want the biggest
birthday
for 40. Yeah, I'm not the type that's like, oh, don't do it. Give it to me. Send it to me. I'm like, I don't care if we go on vacation but I want like couples. I want like all my friends, all their husbands. I want to go somewhere and have fun. So I'm like, Ashley, she's like, don't you mean Kyle? And I'm like, nope. Because Ashley is a really good party planner too. But I like to be, she knows that I want to do something, but I love surprises. So it will be like, if she's hearing this now for the first or second time, she'll probably be like, shit, yeah, she's right. But I like surprises where I won't like really want to know what we're doing. I just want to know that I'm doing something really fun for my 40th. Because all the other years, I don't do anything. I just like go to dinner.
No, I like your honesty. I feel like some people like want things and they're like too shy or like don't want to say it because they're like, oh, like whatever. You know, like we can go to dinner, we can do that.
And that's how I am for like for my 30th, I wanted something really, so I feel like for the big numbers, but like between 31 and now, I'm just like, no, I really don't care. I'll just like go to dinner with Kyle or something. So for my 40th, I'm like, no, I actually care a lot. I want to do something so fun.
I just never know how old I am. Like literally, that
happened to me
told everyone I was 37 thinking I was 36 all last year. So then I turned 38 and I was like, oh my God.
So you lost a whole year.
I thought I was rounding up by telling people I was 37. I am actually 37 and I turned 38. And Rob's like, Kelsey, do you know what 1987 minus whatever year it is?
No.
Is? And that's what I said. I was like, no. That's the problem, Rob. Like,
there's nothing worse than thinking you're 36 and then they're like, happy birthday, happy 38th birthday. And you're like, whoa, I missed a whole year of my life.
And so then I turned 38 and I was like, well, I'm basically 40. So like so my birthday literally is never even, I don't care because
I'm the same.
I don't care enough to even remember my birthday. Never, like, I think I'll remember when I'm 40.
But for 40, would you want to celebrate or you still don't care?
Honestly, whatever anyone wants to do. I don't want to like put pressure on anyone to like do something.
Right.
But like, it would be nice to like
have a huge party.
I don't know about having a huge party.
But to go somewhere?
I would love to go somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Rob, I feel like I always like nail it with Rob's birthdays because I plan what I'd want to be planned for him.
You're like, let's go to the spa for your birthday.
Literally, we went last year for his birthday.
Does he like that?
He loved it. It was like a water journey where like, no, because it was an activity. Like there was a cold plunge, there was a mineral bath, there was a sauna, there was a steam room, and like you go through all of these like, you know, whatever water immersions or whatever. There, and then we just like after we were done with the journey for like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, you're so like you detox so much because you're just in like pure heat and then cold and then just relaxing. He passed out for like 30 minutes outside. It was like the nicest day in October. And we were there. I think we were there for, and then we got a couples massage right after. We went to a hotel up the street, like walked everywhere in Newport.
So nice.
And went to this really cute boutique hotel. And then got Mexican food at this restaurant we also walked to. It had no reservation for anything. Like not really a plan other than like the hotel was booked. We were going to the spa and like just walk around and go shopping if we feel like it.
Nice.
It's so nice. I knew that he would love it once he got out of the fact that we were at a spa.
Yeah.
Because he was like, wait, are there going to be other people there? Yeah. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I put my bathing suit on now. Like, am I naked?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, Rob, take everything off and just put the towel around you.
Have him go out there with everybody in a bathing suit. He would have been mortified.
Oh, man.
And Kyle's the opposite. When we were on our honeymoon, we got a couples massage, and it was his first time getting a massage. We got a 90-minute massage outside on like a tent that had like the beautiful curtains flowing, right? So we both had women masseuses. I would not enjoy a man rubbing me. And we both had women, and when they were done, they were like, okay, get up whenever you're ready. They leave. And I sit up and I'm like, I'm out, right? And I'm like, was that not amazing? And he goes, I hated it.
Rob hated it too. And he had a guy masseuse.
That was my fault. Oh.
Yeah, he's like, I just felt really uncomfortable. Like, he like asked me if he wanted
an hour?
to like do my legs, and I was like, no. Like, I'm just like, Rob.
I know, but he should have had, but like, Kyle had a woman.
And like, for nothing.
It's just,
you know, it's just like, he's like, I just wish I had a woman like masseuse. And I was like, Rob was like laying right next to you. Like, you're not going to hook up with her. It's not a happy ending. I didn't pay the extra.
Although I would have.
No, but he just like, he also is super ticklish.
Yeah. Like I looked over at one point when I was on this side and he was getting his massage and he was like, like neck up or shoulders up to his chin. And I'm just like, what is he doing? And he was just like, he's like all the rubbing and I'm like, the massaging, it's a freaking massage.
I think guys also have to like be like, don't get turned on, don't get turned on, don't get turned on. Like that is like must be a thing a little bit for guys.
I don't think
getting
so.
A massage.
But like he never even asks me to like rub his back or like give it, like he just doesn't, thank God. I'm always like, can you rub my feces? Can you rub my hands? Can you rub my shoulder? He just doesn't like it anyway. And I think it was my fault. I did a 90. I'm like, I probably should have just done an hour.
Like 30 minutes.
Right.
Loosen them up.
I could be massaged for like 2 hours and still be like, that's all you got, you know? But, all right. So noted, my 40th banger.
Got it.
Your 40th. Let's just hope I'm invited.
Yeah. I just feel like when there's too many people, I like get overwhelmed. You know? I'm not really talking to anyone. I'm just like there.
With your own group?
If there's way too many people, yeah.
What's too many?
20.
Okay, I was going to say 20 is like a good number.
Like if you can't like have a conversation with people and everyone hear you, that's like too many to me.
Oh, okay. So you want something more small and intimate.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, does it really matter what
Don't
I
put
want?
me in
Let's
charge.
see.
I did a surprise birthday party for Kyle for his 30th. It was the worst mistake I'd ever made. He hated it. It brought him no joy. It was so sad. And we had been dating for a little while, but I didn't know that he wouldn't like it. And he didn't like being surprised. He didn't like...
Was he just wicked quiet?
Mm-hmm. And I was so upset because I did it at his best friend's restaurant. I had people come in that he hadn't seen in a really long time.
He was like, there was a reason it was a long time.
No, it was like one of his good friends,
Oh.
but like just like life and whatever. And I invited like him and his wife, just like so many people. And I could tell by his face that he just didn't like it. And I got so hurt because I planned like a menu. I had his family. I had my family. Like it was a big thing and he just didn't like it. So like to this day, he'll be like, no surprises. And I'm like, I wouldn't celebrate you if somebody paid me. Like I will never do that again. You know what I mean? Like that will never happen again. But he's like, because I'm like, for your 40th, you wouldn't want anything. He loves the casino. He never goes, but
that'd be fun.
Yeah, he likes blackjack. He likes to drink with it. Like, so if he knew that he went with like a group of people to the casino, he would love that, you know, and just dinner or something. He just doesn't enjoy surprises. He's not that kind of guy, you know?
Yeah. I never get surprised, so I'm always like, try, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Did you know that that I was coming over that day to celebrate your day of birth to Lauren's house?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you know I was bringing you a basket?
I had no idea. Okay, moving on from birthdays, let's talk about what you really came here for. And all I'm saying is we've not discussed what this even is, but I know it. And
I hope we're on the same page.
I know we are. Spoiler alert, if you have not watched Handmaids, just like end this episode now, come back to it after you're done watching the full seasons, all of them, because it's done. What season?
Season 6.
Season 6 is complete.
Series
Renee
finale.
and I both watched all of it. We didn't read the book because we don't read. Only
why would you
forced.
read if you could check back in when I'm 40, guys?
Okay, so there you go.
Thanks for teeing me up.
You're welcome.
When I tell you, I've been waiting for you. What?
I'm just making sure we're recording.
When I tell you, first of all, I'm so sad. I will back this show up until my last breath. The best show on television.
Couldn't agree more.
The acting, the storyline,
every episode is like jam-packed with just so much stuff. You'd never expect it.
No, and it's so good. So my expectations for the show is so high because of all of the seasons and all of the episodes, right? And I'm like, how is it going to end? Because they haven't talked about Hannah in any of the episodes, barely. It's like, how am I going to get Hannah back? But know where she is. So I'm like, even dumb me, how are they going to incorporate the reuniting of June and Hannah when they haven't really talked about Hannah? That's because there wasn't. June didn't reunite with Hannah.
I didn't think that was going to happen. I just thought that episode was going to be comparable to every single episode that I've ever watched. Like, no episode was I like, there just wasn't enough like stuff in there. You know, it just like didn't captivate me like the episode before. Every single episode, I was like, holy shit, that could have been a season ender. Holy shit, that could have been a season ender.
Episode 9 episode 10 was the finale. The episode before that, wild.
They should have ended it with that episode.
Yeah, because at least with that, I wouldn't have been happy, but like it would have been so big. So episode 9, when the whole thing was so good. I'm trying to think of the main things, like, of course, all of them coming into fight. It's showing like Aunt Lydia's, the other aunt, she was working Aunt for Lydia the CIA.
And Aunt Lydia was able to kind of like let them see through the plan and just like not stop it. And and kind of was on their side. And you were like, oh, okay, she redeemed herself a little bit.
And then June, when she was being hung and she was like, don't let the bastards grind you down. Do you remember that from the previous episode? Okay, because that was a huge part. There was a couple of people that I talked to, they're like, no, I don't remember that. And I'm like, oh my God, it makes that scene so much more powerful. Everybody was really upset. Again, spoiler. Everybody was really upset that Nick died.
Nick's coming back. Like, he's going to be in all the flashbacks. Like,
but not only that, like, Nick did what he was supposed. He helped June. He gave her an escape to being an absolute hell. He helped her when she needed it. But like, her husband and her, like, I'm like Team Luke, right? And then when Nick told the plan,
he was dead to her.
And dead to me. Goodbye. Right. So it's like, you just betrayed this entire plan they had, and June looked like devastated, like betrayed.
He could have never come back from that to her.
No. So when did you cry when Lawrence got on that plane?
No. I can see how one would, though. I feel like
my heart, but also it's the symbolism of it.
I know
that
he was happy to do it. He was like living out his wife's.
Yes, and he created Gilead. So it was just so crazy that the person who created it is the person who was destroying it. It was beautiful. Beautifully intelligent writing. To go from that to whatever the hell
it was like a filler. 10. Like, we have to make the last episode.
But even episode 10, like, I did shed a few tears when Serena and June said their goodbyes and Serena had her exit. I liked that Serena, this whole time she's been on top. I liked that she had to leave and she didn't know where she was going to end up. And all she had was a lamp, a bed, and a desk, which is what June had when she lived in the Waterford. So that was like symbolic. I loved that. But then here's Janine back, and here's Charlotte. What? Naomi Putnam hated Janine for every season, and all of a sudden she just randomly gave Charlotte back, and we got no backstory as to why. Is that not strange? I need to know, where did that come from?
Naomi hated having a child that whole time, so
But she hated Janine more, and she never, ever, ever showed anything that Serena showed, which was, maybe we shouldn't be living like this. So to me, to have your character completely change and give up your child with no backstory, I'm just like, oh, cool. What?
I took it as like, she's probably afraid that they're going to try to go after you to get to the girl. So might as well just like,
sure,
give you what's yours.
And then Aunt Lydia just like walks her over and then walks back. Like, what about you, Aunt Lydia?
Right. Like, you're going to die.
Right. You're just like, going back after you called them wicked, godless men, and you're just...
She's doomed if she does, and she's doomed if she doesn't. Like, no matter what, someone's going to either hang her or hold her feet to the fire and hold her accountable.
But she's just like prancing. She's like, come on, Naomi. It's like, what? It's just like, didn't make any freaking sense.
That's how Aunt Lydia has always been, though.
And then June and Nick, in love, fought for each other for years, have a child together, and they're like, yeah, let's go on our way and fight our own battles. What?
You mean Luke?
Yeah, what did I say?
Nick.
Oh, fuck Nick. Yeah, Luke. So it's like, they break up, no hug, no kiss, no tear, And you're just going your own separate ways, and that's what you give us as a 2-second clip of them leaving each other? Shame. Shame on them.
I know. I agree.
What did you hate the most? Or was it all of that?
Yeah, I just think it was like very uneventful. Like I said, every single episode did not disappoint. Not one of them.
No, and the fact that this was so disappointing, and I made a TikTok about this. Follow me on TikTok, just so you guys know. I made a TikTok about this, and I got, not a lot, but like over 20 comments of random strangers talking about my video and like giving their opinion about the episode, and I love that. I love talking about that stuff. And there was somebody else's video, and they were like, people don't understand the symbolism, and they don't, and I'm like, I do, actually. I understand when they were in the karaoke bar, and then I don't know if you remember when Janine was like gonna jump with her baby in the beginning. Mm-hmm. June had said to her, like, one day this is going to be like a distant memory, and we're going to be singing karaoke in a bar. And that flashback was like them in a bar. There were so many beautiful moments when Emily came back and they were looking into that shop together.
Got it, but like you don't need to like if you don't get it in that moment to then like think about it after the fact is not like this epiphany of a thing. It's like, okay, got it. Like,
why are we
that was
flashbacks?
Smart that you had these like things that meant other things. However, it still was uneventful to everyone watching.
And disappointing, because for years we've been watching. 3 years I just waited for this season to come out. 3 years. Okay, I've been watching this since 2018, maybe before. You're waiting for June to get Hannah. That's like the reason I'm watching. And it doesn't happen. That kills it for me.
I didn't need that.
I needed that.
I know, but they have to fight for something. Like, she can't just get Hannah back. I mean, I do think eventually she will. Like, I think next season she's going to get Hannah back. And I think...
What do you mean next season?
Isn't there going to be next season?
No. This was the series finale.
News to me. Had no idea.
Kelsey, that was the end.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I'm going to let you sit with that. I'll give you 5 seconds.
I'm fine.
That was the end.
I also felt like if and when they got Hannah back, Hannah was never going to want to be with them. She was always going to want to be with
But I needed to see that.
I get it.
You know what I mean? And because this was the end. There is no next season.
That's so weird.
Right. So it's
I just was pissed off that the episode sucked.
No, that's what was given to us. So in my video that I made on TikTok, I was just like, I was so freaking pissed. I was like, 6 years of empathy that I've given this show, and I get no gratification. And like the whole reason why I'm watching is to see them reunite, and instead they split up and Hannah's nowhere to be found, and then they're like, thanks for watching. No.
Get back behind the camera.
Shame. So they do have a new season, not of the Handmaids. Apparently, after the Handmaid's Tale book series, there was something called the Testaments, which is based off of Aunt Lydia and Hannah's story alone. Set 10 years, I believe it's 10, someone correct me, after Gilead.
Aunt Lydia's still alive?
Don't know, but also June isn't in it. She's directing it. So what do I give a shit?
She could be acting too, right?
She's not. She's already said she's not in it. She's just directing it. So I'm just like, where is this going for me? I'm just like, as a mom, and like I was so connected to that story, and just to see it end with no, like her not getting her daughter, I'm just like, come on.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me. It was a hard watch, and it's my favorite show ever. Even though it was so disappointing, I recommend everybody to watch it. Do you know Bethany? She's one of the moms at the school. She messaged me. Yeah. She's like, you're really making me want to watch it. I go, if I could just gift one person this gift, then my dreams have come true. Watch it, yes. And then somebody else was going to watch it, and she's like, I'm postpartum. I'm like, no, don't watch it. Yeah. Don't watch it. It's so dark. You have to be in like a good headspace, and it's even still hard to fathom as like being in a good headspace. But it's really sad. My favorite show is over. I know.
So what's next?
I'm glad you asked, because let's see if you have been watching TV.
I've been trying, but it's just not happening.
Okay, my recommendations. Are we watching Your Friends and Neighbors? Do you have Apple TV?
Wait, who's in that?
John Hamm, Olivia Munn.
Oh no, but that's on my list.
Okay. It's 10 episodes and they're about 45 minutes long. Awesome acting, awesome storyline, entertaining, like a really fun watch. Husbands will watch it if you want to watch a show with your husband. So keep that on your list.
Got it.
Sirens,
Watched it.
5 episodes.
Yeah. It's good though.
Very good.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Megan Fahey's like my favorite.
She's in like everything.
She's in everything. So that's been a good one to watch. If you didn't know, 90 Day has their own version of Love Island. So they know.
I don't even have enough time for like the reality shows that I want to watch. And 90 Days is one of them. Like I
90 Days not even as good as this.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's on it?
So they took like singles from
90 Day.
Yeah. And they put them together on this island. But I'm like, if it's not Big Ed, I don't want him.
Really?
And Big Ed's not there.
Annoying. Ugh.
Oh my God, I love him so much. Me and Kyle do. He's not on it. But there's like a good few characters in there that's pretty entertaining.
Okay.
The other one, I haven't watched it yet, but it's on Peacock. Do you have Peacock?
No. I have Hulu.
With Amanda Seyfried.
Mm-mm.
Now I'm not going to be a good host because I don't know the name of it. But I heard that was really good. The other one, did you watch 9 Perfect Strangers?
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's on Hulu. It's Nicole Kidman. There's already been 1 season, but
Wait.
What?
Is that with Dakota Fanning in it?
No.
Oh, what one's that?
That was the one.
Family Affair or something like that?
Yeah, no. That was the one that they were on the beach. We both watched that. That was on Netflix.
Yeah.
This is like she's like owns like a retreat and a lot of people come and see her and she's kind of like culty.
Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
Yes. I saw previews for that.
Yeah. So season 1 already happened. Season 2 just came out.
Did you watch it already?
I watched season 1.
How the fuck do you watch all this?
No, season 1 was like a year ago.
Oh.
I haven't watched season 2. It's just on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
how about any reality shows?
Wait, hold on. I have one more really good rec.
Okay.
The Better Sister. Have you heard of that? Jessica Biel.
Yes, I've seen previews for that one too.
And did you see
with her short hair?
The one that Kyle wants me to get.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen. Anyways, that's on Amazon. That's on Prime. Such a good show. You
watched that one too?
We just like a couple episodes. So it's like we'll pick, like one night we'll watch something, one night we'll watch something else. But like when you're like, when do you find time to watch it? Every single night for 2 hours I watch TV. Every night without fail. I will never go to bed early. Never. I don't care if I'm like ready to be in a coma.
My problem is, well, I go to bed so early. That's problem number 1.
What's so early?
Like sometimes 8:30.
That could never be me.
Sometimes 9:30. I just need sleep. My body like
you'll just
all of a sudden just like shuts down.
What if you were on the couch? Is it because you're in bed?
Probably.
I think that makes a huge difference.
Okay, but I'm not like gonna force myself to stay up to watch a show.
Okay, so sleep is more important to you.
Yeah, like if I'm just like, oh, I'm tired, I should go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Rob and I don't love the same shows. So like, I love some of the reality shows I really want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm still watching Summer House, and it ended like I don't know 2 months ago or something.
I've never seen it.
I love Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
We talked about that briefly.
Yeah, and I just
did you? You finished, right?
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
we love those Mormon Wives.
But like, I just finished it.
Yeah,
it's been out for like.
No, months. I just finished it also.
Oh,
it was 10 episodes. That's a lot to watch. And Kyle didn't watch it with me, so I don't have like much time other than at night with him. So it has to be something that we both watch.
Yeah. Well, see, I will like drop the kids off at practice sometimes, Nixon or Otis, if it's not a game. and then come back. So like if Griffin's kind of like busy, whatever, like
you can throw something on in the background
while I'm making dinner or just like prepping for the next day.
Yeah.
And that's those like reality shows are an easy one.
That's perfect for that.
Just like follow along with like listening.
And I think it's like,
but Handmaids, I couldn't do that. Like I had to be
you have to be focused,
alert, like seeing everything everyone was doing.
Excellent, as
even
you should.
just like her like subtle nods or like
or looks and expressions.
Everything mattered.
Yes, because even Kyle would be like, "Oh, it's like this one was kind of boring," and I'm like, "It's not though. You have to listen to every conversation. It's so important.
Pay attention, Kyle. You don't love me then. It means you don't love me.
Watch The Handmaids." But I've talked about this briefly before, like even if I am tired, I will force myself because I'm just like, I'm not going to spend my whole day dedicated to other people and then just go to sleep.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I need something. I'm not closing my eyes before 10:30.
Like a bitch, you know?
Yeah.
But also Rob really likes watching sports, so once in a while he's like, I'm sorry, like this game's on.
Yeah.
And like last week I was like, do you mind just watching the game downstairs and I can just watch one show I want to watch? Because like I said, it had been like a month since I watched like one reality show, and it like does give me so much life.
Absolutely, it does.
And I'm like, I need to see some drama.
Yeah,
that's not your my own. Like kids fighting or like me telling Rob that he doesn't help, you know.
And sometimes like Kyle's so good. Like if we're watching something, he's like, "Don't worry about it," and all of a sudden I look over and the game that he's watching is on his phone.
Oh,
I know, because we don't separate. So he just like puts it on his phone and he just watches it on his lap.
Yeah,
like, thank you.
And the thing is, like Rob, if there's not, I mean, he does. If he was here right now, be like, I never watch sports anymore.
Yeah.
But he like there are a couple games that he's like, all right, it's the like, I don't know, Stanley Cup or.
Okay, yeah.
You know, world championship
and like
or
the
like
Celtics
this or that.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like Olympics he gets into or like golf. Like there's like one, I don't know. I don't even know what to call. I don't even know what any of this shit is called.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a tournament that like he needs to watch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, trust me, it's not going to help your swing, but okay.
Ooh, those are fighting words. You better cut that.
Like, well, that's because I never play. So how would it help my swing? If I was out there once in a while, then maybe it would help my swing. Shut the fuck up.
Rob, that was a good impression. I mean, Kelsey, that was a good impression.
Playing on Sunday.
Is he?
Yeah.
I told Kyle that he wants to take him out, and he looked elated. He looked so happy.
Oh.
I know. We'll plan it. But okay, what reality shows are you watching, or you're not really watching anything?
Yeah, I just finished Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I just started Summer House again. I'm not even in like the reunion, which is like 3 episodes.
Okay.
Oh, The Valley.
Oh, okay. I don't watch that.
Love
either.
it.
Really?
So good.
It's always fun when you get into it. But I know you said that you and Rob don't watch the same shows. A lot of the ones that I just named, those are good.
Yeah, he'll watch all of those. He also
Did he watch Sirens with you?
Yes.
Okay.
It was actually him that
he would love The Better Sister.
Yeah. No, I think he'd like all of those.
Okay.
He's into like series and
he'll love the John Hamm one.
Even like if I have The Valley
Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
We were all talking about it at Lauren's house, and he was like, I can't believe I'm able to give my commentary. And
he's like, what's the girl that,
What's the girl that,
Yeah. I'm like, okay, Rob. He will not ask for it or want it, but if it's on, he's like into it and is like a little bit invested. Yeah. But also I'm like, watch what, like I'll give him the role. I'm like, honestly, I don't care. Watch whatever you want. He's like, no, it's fine. I'm like, okay.
You're like, I'll say, get my flaxseed chips because it's going to be a long night.
Grab some salsa too. Let's get wild.
Oh my God. But now that Handmaid's Tale is done, I don't think anything will enthrall me the way that it did. Like it's going to have to take a really intense season with something of that magnitude to really reel me in. But all these little side shows of like 5 episodes, 10 episodes, I'm liking it. Yeah. I'm going to watch them all.
And you know what we do, especially in the winter when it's just like death is upon us with like the weather? We like reboot The Office.
I've never watched The Office.
Oh my God, it's hysterical.
But can I tell you, we've tried twice, and I just can't get back past like the 3 episodes. Like,
you
should
have
I keep
to.
trying?
You have to keep trying it.
But I put it on at night in the background. Should I not? Should we watch it for real?
Because you get the characters. Like, you totally understand, like, the storylines, the characters that come in and out.
Like, I'm not.
Okay, so I'm not
connecting.
like a lot of those. Like, are they considered comedy shows? Like,
yeah, that's a comedy. It's like Friends.
Yeah,
I mean,
like even
Friends
Friends, I'm not. I know Rob is obsessed with Friends, and I'm just like.
So is Lauren. I'll always make. Yeah, how are you not?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, Friends is so.
It's like
so
if there's an episode on and like people are watching it, like I
could do a Friends trivia and win.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so The Office.
Yeah, The Office is so fucking funny.
We've tried.
I literally laugh out loud. Michael Scott, aka
Steve Carell.
He is hysterical. Dwight.
But it's weird. There's no laughter in the background. You don't know if like it should be funny.
You do because like for them it's their character a lot of the time. They're not trying to be funny. So like you laugh at them because it's just so them. And then Jim, who's
yes, I know.
What's his name?
Oh my gosh.
Pam's husband.
I know, but
Emily Blunt's husband.
John Karasik?
No.
Are you sure?
Or you're saying it wrong.
Yeah, it could be. Because
Krasinski.
Okay.
Yeah. Like he like his little
John Krasinski.
His side eyes and his like just like he sets them up for stuff and like looks at the camera and oh my gosh, it's
good.
It's fucking funny. And it's just like a light.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you just need like, and that has a ton of series and episodes that it's like, all right, should we put on The Office? Like we just finished that series. Like nothing else is really like, just like when you need something that's just like really light and easy to watch. That's the one.
Okay.
So we like reboot that once in a while and like watch it from beginning to end. But also it's one of those things where like, if you do have stuff going on in the background, like Rob is taking a shower and I'm like kind of like, you know, putting laundry away, then it's easy to kind of be like, all right, I'm just going to start it.
Oh.
Because we've already seen it like 3 times.
Yeah, that's true. But I can't do that because I haven't.
No. Yeah, you need to watch it.
Okay.
Commit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big ask. But it's a task I can do for my 40 before 40.
There you go.
I'll add that to my list.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
Okay. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot of new good shows, lots of things. Thanks for letting me talk. I've been dying for this. It made me so happy, and I missed you so much.
I loved the full recap.
Good.
Since we've been gone.
Let's not do it again.
I can breathe for the first time.
I know this is a Kelly Clarkson song. Don't you try to pull one over on me.
What's next?
I knew exactly where you were going with it. That's why I'm in this seat, because only I would know. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Just kidding.
Anyway, on that note, thanks for listening.
No one else does.
Love ya.
Bye.